What's up, guys? Big Rob here, Chaos Nutrition, coming to you from the Valley of the Sun, where we're sitting again, man, at like the 104-degree range. Can't break it. We're getting closer to October, and we're still here. Nonetheless, man, I wanted to make this video today, and in making this video, I really didn't want to. I contemplated just putting up a post. I contemplated many other options, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and make the video. I don't really have a lot of time to catch up on other people's pages and watch a lot of YouTube or television for that matter. I really don't have a lot of time to burn. But last night, I was up a little late, getting some things done. And I decided, you know what, I wanted some entertainment. Popped up on YouTube, and in my algorithm came up this video that was made a couple weeks ago by Rich Piana's brother, Ryan. And although he didn't call me out personally, some of the things that Ryan was talking about in his video related to some of the things that I made in my video. One of which was, you know, there's people running around telling half-truths or falsities or lies, or just it's BS information. And first and foremost, I want to address the fact, the reason why we make titles in our videos that are catchy is so that people watch our videos. That's kind of the point of YouTube. You know, as you'll see with RX Muscle, which you've been on the show a few times, Ryan, and I want to get this clear. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm kind of defending myself in Big Mark's honor making this video. I'm not trying to take shots at anyone, you know, but I have to defend myself and a dead man who's not here. And so here we are. So anyways, as I digressed, RX Muscle the other day, matter of fact, on Rich's birthday, put out a video that said Sarah Piana exposes Jane Piana. No video was made about it, just kind of let it go. But when we use terms like bombshell information or breaking news, somehow that's kind of clowned on. Well, it's kind of not, because no one else has heard that information before. And so putting that title out there is actually really correct, and that this is information no one has heard before. Now, moving right along, when you kind of state that, you know, that people are using Rich's name for clickbait, well, I don't think so. But I will tell you, though, because in my interactions with Rich, he was always, you know, telling us, you know, go ahead and use my name, use my platform, use me as a as a step stool to get to your next level. Rich didn't mind that. So if those of you that are out there that have interacted with Rich, you know what I'm talking about, because Rich wanted everyone to do better and be better. He never wanted anyone to stay just stuck in a rut. So if it helped you to use his name or put his name in an algorithm, he said go for it. Now, I don't like to use his name. I really clearly love promoting him still and keeping his legacy alive, but I'm not about the clicks. I don't have 100,000 followers on YouTube, and I sure the hell don't buy them. So I don't know where we're going with that, but you know, your page, your channel is named the Rich Piana Project. I mean, that's I'm not trying to say it's clickbait, but his name's all up in there. And I know the reason why you did that is because you wanted to keep his legacy preserved. So I'm cool with it, but in the same realm, someone that doesn't know you might just think that you're Rich Piana. So maybe the Ryan Piana Project in memory of Rich, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Again, I'm not trying to attack anyone. I'm just trying to make sense of why I got clowned on or attacked when you're just shooting the messenger. As it relates to Big Mark, Big Mark did not give Rich Piana the hit that caused his death. Big Mark had talked to me on numerous occasions over 6-7 years about Rich's death. And we talked every day about other kinds of topics, and this would just come up. I never really pried upon it. I didn't want to know anymore. I'm a busy guy. I don't have time for all the rhetoric. But, you know, oftentimes we would talk about it, and I would ask him, like, hey, you know what happened? And you know, he just told me, you know, hey, Rich took a hit of China White Man, and that's what got him gone. Now, Big Mark was at the funeral. So, you know, if you want to talk about, oh, a dead man is passing on information, the dead man you're referring to, Big Mark, was around for a long time, and definitely in the inner circle, where he knew a lot more than most people. So Big Mark himself had been in different circles and had been a biker guy his life. You can go ahead and reach out to his friends and ask if Big Mark had any clout, or was his word worth any kind of weight or gold. And why don't you talk to those people? Because they're going to come back to you and tell you the same things I would say. If he said it, he meant it. His word was gold. I never in 7 years had an issue with a lie, a sidearm from him. Nothing. Everything that he had talked to me about always proved true. And I never even had to fact check it because I knew the dude was solid. He was my man, you know what I mean? And he had been Rich's guy for a long time. And he, in his circles, he was well respected. So let's cut it out hammering on the dead guy. We can't prove it, and I'm here to tell you why. As we talk about the white papers and we talk about, well, we have paperwork and we have this. Well, fellas, humans out there, we have the same paperwork. It comes from Men's Health. And I should have done my homework a long time ago. 2019, this was published. And I'm going to read it straight from their website, their webpage. And this is leading into the reason why we're never going to get a cause of death for Rich Piana. And this is why. And this is why paperwork that anyone has doesn't even need to be shown, because it's right here. It was provided to Men's Health and it was provided to TMZ. And so I'm just going to go ahead and read it and put it out there. You're more than welcome to look it up yourselves. Just Google it and do your own investigation, do your own workup on it, and tell me where you're at, okay? The Florida District 6 Medical Examiner's Office confirmed to Men's Health that a toxicology report had not been conducted to determine if something in Piana'S system, namely drugs, could have contributed to his death. Okay? Now, I do know that other folks have said, well, the paperwork that we have shows that there was nothing in his system. Okay. We did not perform toxicology analysis due to the admission specimens being discarded well before Piana'S date of death. William Pellin, Director of Investigations for the District 6 Medical Examiner's Office, told Men's Health, those specimens provide the ability to determine what is in a person's system at the time of the incident. Pellin went on to explain that hospitals routinely discard specimens after 3 days, even though they are necessary in cases like Piana'S to run a toxicology reports. In this particular circumstance, both the police agency as well as our office made contact and they pretty much couldn't find the specimens. To sum it up, it's also speculated that beloved bodybuilder's death involved drug use. Not my words. This is Men's Health. As Piana was open about using anabolic steroids and insulin, okay? Now, for those of you that know Rich, and we're not dogging him, we know that he had knee issues, he had back issues, and for him to perform at the level that he was, standing up in the crowds and, you know, being there for you guys, it took a tremendous toll on him. And so he had taken painkillers to ease the pain. And this is something that is well known. Okay, TMZ reported that 20 bottles of steroids were found in Piana'S home by police. Now, we haven't seen the exact police report and we haven't seen an evidence collection, but this is what TMZ reported. TMZ, not Big Rob. The autopsy report was unable to draw any connection between Piana'S death and his drug use, although Pellin said it was impossible to rule out drugs as a cause. I'm going to read that again. Pellin said it was impossible to rule out drugs as a cause. So when you say you have the toxicology reports and they come back clean, check yourself, okay? Due to the lack of available admission specimens, drug involvement could not be ruled out, he said. The findings do not provide for any indication that drugs played a role in his death. The findings actually provide indication of an enlarged heart. And it goes on to talk about that. Now, I think it's fair to say we're never going to know the true cause of death. There's speculation. There's some people that know more than others. There's people that have been around Rich for a very long time and could tell you different stories. And it is pretty much, if you're going black and white, according to to these papers. According to what's out there, we're never going to know the true cause of death because toxicology couldn't be performed because the specimens were discarded. So whether or not Rich Piana showed up to the hospital and they have records of nothing being in his urine or blood, you heard it right there. And that's the director. Let's make sure we got the names right, because of course I'm going to get bombarded with people that are going to tell me I'm wrong. He is the William Pellin Director of Investigations for the 6th District Medical Examiner's Office. It's right here. Right here. That's all that had to be said. I'm embarrassed that I didn't look in this, and this was published in 2019. And people say, well, there's what investigation would go on? What? Are you going to bring these people in and interrogate them? Lie detector tests? What? Where are you going from this? I think the best thing to do is just understand that his cause of death can never be proven. All right? You can call Big Mark a liar. You can, say that Big Mark had no clue what was going on. I'm here to say anything that Big Mark ever told me was gold. I think a lot of people in his circle that he knew over the course of 46 years of existence will tell you the same. So take it for what it's worth. That's what I told you in the video. I never said he gave him the bump. I never said he'd done anything. Big Mark lived in Texas, not Florida. Okay? Big Mark lived in California when Rich was in California. And then when Rich moved to Florida, he was in Texas. That's just how it was. And that's where he actually passed away to cancer. So don't talk about dead men. Definitely don't trash their honor, especially when they're my best friend and my brother. Just like you defend your brother's honor. Again, I'm not calling anybody out, but here's the paperwork. Okay? So I wanted to make this video to clarify a few things, not to attack anyone. But I will always defend a dead man because they can't speak for themselves. And I always defend myself. Okay? I'll never throw the first punch, but damn it, I'm always going to defend my name, my character. Because one thing I don't do is get up on here and spew hatred, lies, and BS. I give it to you gun barrel straight, the best that I know. Now, there are a few people that are still alive that have a lot more information. It's not going to prove the cause of death, but can clarify a lot of other things. If they want to speak, they can. If they want to reach out to me, they can. If they want to go on RX Muscle, they can. But I think we're at a point right now where we can kind of let it rest. And please, next year, let's not do this, because we've been doing this every year. So, again, please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just providing you information that was given to me by someone who was solid, legit, and real. And again, if you feel attacked by this video, I hope you don't, because I got nothing to gain from attacking anyone. Setting the record straight is what I've always been about, whether it was Sarah, whether it was anybody else. And then, like I said, I stumbled upon this Men's Health posting, and it's black and white. So I think we need to leave it there. I hope no more videos come out. I hope we can let Rich rest. I hope we can let the whole topic of discussion rest. I can find other ways, trust me, to make content. I've got other things I want to put out, but lately this is all I've been focused on because it just keeps coming my way. So, to the family of Rich Piana, I understand your frustration. To the supporters of Rich Piana, I understand why you have questions. We all do. I think you've heard enough. I think you've seen enough. I did tell Sarah, I did tell others, I don't think the mystique of Rich Piana is ever going to go away. The way he died, the manner, the cause of, the people surrounding it, I think that there will always be questions. And for whatever it's worth, I just hope that his soul is resting in peace. And that, we can finally move forward and remember the good things that he has done for a lot of people, including myself, giving us platforms that we never had, and never probably would have had. And we can thank him for his time on here on Earth and what he did for a lot of people, like I said. I'm going to leave you on a positive note. Hope you're out there doing whatever it takes to reach your goals. Hope you're out there staying ride or die for yours, and understand that you got to go through it to get to it. And that not every day is going to be a perfect day. You're going to have to fight through. You're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to be dedicated, motivated, and you're going to have to persevere. Till next time, guys, I'm Big Rob, and I'm out.